Good morning, Internet, and to all who dwell within its electrical biosphere. Because that's all the Internet is, really, ladies and gentlemen. It is the combination of programmed electrical pulses merging towards the illusion of what I am in front of you. Thank you for tuning in. It's Tuesday, the 19th of November, 2024. Planet Earth, the solar system, Milky Way. So, if anyone's tuning in, I'd like to say hello. If not, that's great. I'm just here to basically work on a few ideas, have a chat, play a few games, do a bit of trivia. Usually I do some AI video art. I currently don't have access to my usual video art platform, which is called Runway. In fact, and by that I mean I've already used up all my credits, meaning I've paid for, and I've chosen not to pay for more credits. I've spent quite enough the last few weeks generating amazing art, that has to be said. But so today I'll just do my usual. I might make some images. I've been exploring some free AI software, but it's not quite up to my rigorous standards, I must say. It's quite poor. Sometimes it doesn't create anything. But the point I'm making to you is it's just not up to standard. But I might have a look. I might have a look at some more free ones. I've been researching free ones, such as, in case you're wondering who I am. Oh, where's the chat? Oh, there is no chat yet. Hello. I'll just say something to bring up the chat box. See if it's there. I'm having some weird glitches. Hello. I think my software needs to be updated. I probably should have done that before the show began. Is that happening on the screen? Let me check if I can see glitches. Yep, there's glitches happening. Ooh. Glitches happening. Glitches are happening. Can I update? Yeah. I think my software needs to be updated. This is a catastrophic error. Can we come back from this? I don't know. Can you still hear me? I'm not sure. I'll switch to my other camera. Yeah, I'll switch to another camera. Ooh. I'll just switch to another camera in case I'm still alive. You never know. You'll never believe now. Could be. There I am. So, yeah, I think it's weird. It's weird the way the glitch is happening on my main camera, but not on the web camera. Yeah, I'm still alive. So, oops. So I think I did get a reminder from my software that it needed to be updated, but then I kind of forgot to do it. So that is a lesson. Let that be a lesson unto all. Let that be a lesson unto you all. Well, let's continue on, will we? I'll sort out this. Otherwise, I'll have to stop the stream altogether and start again. And then the one person watching will be very upset. Two people watching. I think there's someone on Twitch watching. So we'll just turn off the. Shut up. Sorry, I was talking to myself there. I wasn't talking to you. There's me. It's kind of cool that I can use the webcam as my backup, but of course it's not ideal. I do look at my best on the Sony DSLR cam that I paid an extravagant amount of money for, so I expect it to be used. But the glitch is kind of cool. It's kind of make me look. It's kind of I kind of like the way it's showing my guitar. It's yeah, that's interesting. I'm covering up. I'll just cover myself up there, so we can. It looks pretty cool. Oh man, and I'm in front of the video there. That's good. This is good. So this is the joy of live TV, as I used to say, or live streaming, that you have to have the ability to roll with the punches, just like Mike Tyson did the other night. You have to learn to just improvise when there's a technical problem. So if your main camera, in this particular case, if your main camera malfunctions, sorry, I'm speaking into this camera. If your main camera malfunctions, which is up here, you then look for options. And what was my options? My options, I could have stopped the stream. I could have slammed my computer shut, laptop shut in a peak of anger, or I could have looked for alternatives. And my alternatives were to switch to my webcam. Now, my webcam does look like ass, but you know, it's about quality. Not sometimes it's about content rather than quality. And the content is very high quality, while the image is low quality. But you know what I mean? They say the most important thing in these kind of things is audio. In these kind of broadcasts, podcasts, live streams, it's about the audio. People are willing to put up a bad video, but they will not tolerate bad audio. And luckily, my Shure microphone is in very good working order. So what we'll do is I'm not going to make any AI creations today. I'm just going to, well, I might make some images, but my video creator that I normally use, I've used up all my credits, and it's quite pricey. And it's good though that I'm learning how to. I will now learn how to conserve my video generating in the future. I was a bit reckless. I was spending my AI video credits like a drunken sailor. A drunken sailor who often uses AI video generators, which is not the usual professional behavior of a sailor, but it is when they're drunk. So, is there any tunes here for me to play? Tranquility, why not? We all need a bit of tranquility in our lives. Okay. We have our mysterious Twitch viewer. Although, maybe it's just me. There always seems to be one person watching on Twitch. But they don't speak. They observe. But it's also possible it's a glitch and it's just my own browser watching itself. It's closed down though. Anyway. It's my desktop. Quite bare as the moon of Jupiter. That's Europa there. We discussed that last week. We won't go through Europa again. I could be here all night talking about Europa and indeed the morning. I'm starving. Are you? It's already. It's 11:30 and I am ready for lunch. I am fully in the mood for lunch already. You know, I think half the day. I think most of the day we're just thinking about the next meal, really, aren't we? We've just had breakfast and we're already thinking about lunch. We've had lunch, then we're thinking about what we're having for dinner, or maybe we'll have afternoon snacks. Will it be tea? Will it be coffee? You know, like what percentage of our day is thinking about the next meal? Because when we're actually having our meal, we're kind of wolfing it down and we're living in the moment, I suppose, but we're already thinking about our next meal. So we're not really living in the moment. If you're living in the moment, you should only be in the moment. So let's say you're having a burger, a big juicy burger with some pickles, or vinegar cucumbers, as I call them, vinegumbers. My point to you is, just bear with me now while I get to the end of this thought. Now, that music should continue when I cut to that. That is not good. Anyway, that's cheeky. Whoa, that's not me. Where am I? Here I am. So we'll go about our business now, will we? Hope you had a great weekend. Today's Tuesday, so you had Monday to get over the weekend. If anyone's watching me on Twitch, please do subscribe or follow. No, follow me. You don't have to pay for this yet. Just do follow me. So I'm testing my follower animation or notification. Sorry, but someone has to actually follow me first. So that's wonderful. What else are we doing? I suppose I need to drag. There you go. Drag it yonder. Close down my email and so on. There's YouTube. Always handy to have YouTube open. What's happening in the world? Now, I usually click on, I usually start off my stream by opening Daily Mail and having a good read through Daily Mail, but I don't want any spoilers regarding, hello, I don't want any spoilers regarding I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, because I do intend to watch I'm a Celebrity this year. It's been many, 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 many eons since I watched I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. But this year, it's a stellar cast. You can't argue with that cast. I mean, it's A grade. You know, the producers of the show should be congratulated. Anton Deck, etc. ITV should be given awards for putting together one of the most extraordinary assemblages of superstars since Avengers Assemble. I mean, it's up there with Chris Evans, not that one. Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, the Hulk, all them guys, Thor. It's up there with that. So I don't want any spoilers. Actually, what I'll do is I'll click on it and see if I can get past the spoilers, because there's lots of other showbiz news. Once you get past all the World War III news, here we go, straight away. Ukraine fires its first US-made missile into Russia. World War III fears as Kremlin threatens nuclear response if long-range Western weapons are used on its territory. That's not quite what it says. It's not quite what it says. That's not quite the threat. It didn't say it would use nuclear weapons if Ukraine used long-range weapons. It says it will give it's a bit vague actually about what it'll do. The threat changes, has a lot more nuance, and we will drop nuclear bombs. They're not going to drop a nuclear bomb on New York because Ukraine has attacked a target in southern Russia. Okay, that's not going to happen. You've heard it here first. This will not lead to a nuclear war, but it might lead to a more general, conventional European war that might drag us all in. But we're grand here in Ireland, neutral Ireland. Weren't we clever to be neutral? Why aren't all countries just neutral and stay out of wars? Of course, some of us don't have an option. Some countries don't have an option, or is imposed upon them. I think there's a quote about war that has always stuck with me. that you might not be interested in war, but war is interested in you. I'm sure the people of Ukraine 3 years ago, 10 years ago, the idea that they would be invaded and that they'd be fighting a general war on a massive scale, and civilians killed, slaughtered. If you had told them that was their future, they would have said, no, that's fantasy. That belongs to the past. We can't have wars in Europe anymore like that. Wars of aggression, territorial, etc., etc. But of course, it happens, you know. The great tectonic plates of history never stop moving. And people are often just victims of that. Anyway, we won't go too deep into that. That's my 2 cents. Anyway, this is meant to be celebrity news. This is the wrong link. This is meant to be showbiz news. Jeremy Clarkson is protesting as usual, and yet usually he's the one who criticizes protesters. Anyway, showbiz news. Zoe Ball quits BBC Radio 2 breakfast show. Sorry. Zoe Ball quits the BBC Radio 2 breakfast show. I thought she had taken a hiatus ages ago. Presenter says she is stepping down after 6 years to focus on her family, as she should. As she should. Because I don't think she's with Fatboy Slim anymore. So her workload, and Fatboy, as you might know, when he's not DJing, when he's not a superstar DJ, he is a wonderful and diligent house husband. So they've broken up a couple of years ago, so she's pretty much, I say she's taken a lot of that. She's taken a lot of Fatboy's workload, whilst he's doing a bit more, maybe he's got more time to DJ now around the world. Ant McPartlin is 49. Wow. He opens up about his recent a life-changing diagnosis. Hope the music isn't too loud. It's tricky. Yeah, I think that's just right. So, he's been diagnosed with ADHD at 43, and it made complete sense to him. And yet he hadn't suspected that for the previous 43 years. Awkward moment. Irish star Paul Mescal asked about meeting King Charles as fans spot inappropriate exchange. What's the inappropriate exchange? Did King Charles make some kind of anti-Irish joke? Did he make some rude and inappropriate joke regarding leprechauns or potatoes? Did he say something like, Paul, did they give you enough potatoes when they were making enough potatoes to eat on the set of Gladiator 2? Did they give you all the potatoes you wanted? Was there Guinness? Was there enough Guinness for you? Do you like Guinness, Paul? I understand the Irish like the Guinness and the potatoes. And Paul said, Paul was like, well, Charles, well, you see, I eat more than just potatoes. Irish people have a balanced diet, and I don't drink Guinness at all because I was in training for this very important part. I'm trying to remember what Paul Mescal's accent is. It's just pretty neutral, isn't it? Pretty neutral Midlands accent. Where's he from? Is he Dub? No, he's Meath or something. He's some Gaelic backwater. But his accent's been kind of neutralized. Paul Mescal was born in... He studied in Dublin, of course he did. Trinners. Oh, he's a Trinners alumni. So he comes from good stock. The Mescals. Great stock. Gold standard. He's born in Maynooth, which is basically a suburb of Dublin now, so... What I'm trying to say is he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. No, I'm only messing, Paul, if you're watching this. If you are the mysterious Twitch viewer, I'm only messing with you, bye. And I respect your talent, and I wish you all the best. You're now the biggest star in the world. I presume Gladiator 2 has made a cajoles, a shit ton of money. How much money has it made, Gladiator 2, on its opening weekend? It's getting okay reviews. Which, I mean, I thought the first film was pretty... It was no masterpiece either. But it was good. I actually rewatched it recently. It's entertaining. And a pretty simple story. You know, keep it simple. And it has all the issues that Ridley Scott movies have. As in... muddled narrative, peculiar pacing, some odd. I don't think he's the best at reading. He's not that interested, I think, in plot at all, Ridley. Like his Alien reboot kind of went nowhere. He's not even completing the story. He's not even completing the Prometheus storyline, as far as I know. So he just kind of lost interest in that. It's made 87 million so far. 88.7 million. No, 87 million. Is that good? It's brilliant for a weekend opening. Let's go. Box office. Gladiator 2 box office. It claims the UK and Ireland box office crown. Well, that's no surprise. The Brits love Gladiator. There's certain films that the Brits and the Irish, because we're cousins, the Brits and the Irish are obsessed with certain movies. I'm talking about the silent majority, or the loud majority. The loud drunken majority are obsessed with films like Shawshank Redemption, Gladiator, and what else? The Fast and the Furious franchise. Has it been released in America yet? Gladiator 2 makes 87 million. That must be worldwide. Long-awaited sequel performed strongly in UK and France, although behind February blockbuster Dune 2. Gladiator 2 is not entered. Oh, it's not out till Friday in America. Wow, that's clever. But it's taken 87 million in 63 territories since late last week. It took 11 million in UK alone, from 722 locations. It also performed particularly strongly in France. The French love a bit of Roman sword and sandal violence and spectacle. Of course, France was a key component of the Roman Empire. Gaul. Ireland never was a part of the Roman Empire, as far as we know. I'm pretty sure Roman soldiers made it to Ireland, but they didn't set up any particular encampments. Although I'd be surprised if they didn't. I'd be surprised if there isn't a few Roman, if they will find some Roman archaeology someday in Ireland. Surely the Romans visited Ireland. Yeah, so the entire cinema, it's been a bad day for cinema box office apparently, a bad year. So hopefully Gladiator 2 and Wicked will save the day in a Barbenheimer style battle. So Wickedator, how can we say Gladiator, Wicked, and how can we combine Gladiator and Wicked into a cohesive portmanteau? I think is the word, portmanteau. Gladiator 2, Wicked, Gladwick. Barbenheimer, Gladwick. I think that's the best I can do. If you've got a better option, a better idea, let me know. So, we are reading about Gladiator 2. Anyway, so back to Daily Mail. What is the deeply inappropriate exchange between Paul Mescal and the King Charles III? The awkward moment. That awkward moment you meet the king. Why are the ads getting bigger? I'm trying to increase the text. I don't want bigger ads. Ugh. The awkward moment Irish actor Paul Mescal. I like the way the Daily Mail tries to generate controversy between our two great peoples. It was the same when, what's his name? Cillian Murphy gave some at the opening of Oppenheimer, I think, and once again, I think it was King Charles again. King Charles, you need to stop going to these movies that are headlined by Irish actors because they'll give you side eye. You know, the famous shot of Cillian Murphy giving King Charles side eye for 800 years of tyranny. Although I think Cillian just looks like that. He just, when he's not smiling, he's got a beautiful smile. And eyes, beautiful crystalline blue eyes. But when he's not smiling, he kind of looks quite dour and sinister almost. So when he glances at someone and he's not smiling, he looks like he's giving them side eye. Anyway, Paul Mescal was asked about meeting King Charles, with fans branding the exchange deeply inappropriate and lauding Paul for choosing honesty over consequences. Well, what are the consequences? Execution? Being locked up in the Tower of London? The British monarchy has had a long and checkered relationship with Ireland. You don't say. Are you serious? Now, that's how shocked I am. My close-up is fractured. The Daily Mail is saying the British monarchy has a long and checkered relationship with Ireland. Well, do tell me more. This is the first I'm hearing of this. Which gained independence in 1921, following 8 centuries of political and military intervention. By Jove. While the late Queen Elizabeth has been credited with helping to rebuild relationships between the nations, the subject is still sore for many, leading to a tense moment when Paul was asked about the royals. Okay, blah blah blah. Asked by Variety's Mark Malkin how wild it was to meet King Charles last week, a bemused Paul answered, "It's never something I thought was on the bingo cards. I'm Irish, so it's not on the list of priorities. So meeting a king is not on his bingo cards." Well, you better get used to it, Paul, because you're going to meet a lot of royalty in the coming years as the biggest superstar actor on planet Earth, and you need to start learning a bit of respect. Okay, Paul? The County Kildare native continued, "It's an amazing thing for my director, Ridley Scott, because I know how important that is for him. You know, Ridley, yeah, he loves the royal family. Weirdo. Sad old man. But I'm not Ridley Scott, right? So I'm going to insult his head of state by giving him no respect, even though Ridley has given me the greatest chance, the greatest shot at world fame. He didn't have to pick me. He could have picked any number of other muscled young actors, but he chose me. So I'm not going to insult his head of state. It's an amazing thing for Ridley. I know how important that is for him. Good to see his film celebrated in that context. It's pretty special. Asked what he said to the king, Paul said, "I told him to go drop dead." No, he didn't say that. He said, "You just kind of nod along and found it kind of hard to hear what you're saying because he speaks in that stupid King Charles dithering little way. You know what I mean? Um, I found it kind of hard to hear what you're saying because your head is in such a frenzy. Yeah. So you're kind of just nodding along and smiling. Yeah. Now what he doesn't know is I have a record. I've heard a recording of that exchange, and what King Charles said to Paul Mescal is this: King Charles said to him, "You're like a little leprechaun, aren't you? You Irish are all like little leprechauns. I know all about the Irish. I've shot many during our hunting trips. I've shot over 2,000, I'd say, 2,000 Irish. Feasted on them, feasted on their innards. Bit skinny though, not much meat on the bones. I suspect that's our fault too, is it?" So that's what Charles said to Paul. Oh, so maybe it's for the best that Paul didn't hear what Charles said. I've had enough of that crap. Let's play some games. Sure thing, man. I'm kind of getting back into game playing in my late 70s, which is great. You know? My time is precious, but maybe playing games. I stopped playing video games in my 20s because I thought it was a waste of time. But now in my late 40s, I'm thinking, no, it's a perfect use of my time. But I mean, when I say games, I mean games that make you think. I'm using my head. It's not just frivolous shooting games where you're shooting, terrorists. I want to play games that I learn. El Paso. This is framed, so this is about learning about films. So this, of course, is 6 guesses remaining. I want to get this in one guess. So I'm a film aficionado. What's the difference between aficionado and expert? Is there a difference? Let's ask AI. My co-pilot friend. Am I logged in? I'm already logged in. What's the difference between aficionado? Can I use this?
Hey, Stubvid. Co-pilot on the case. What's on your mind today?
Hello, co-pilot. Let's try again. It's broke. I'm trying to use the audio.
Hey, Stubvid. How can I make your morning a bit brighter today?
What's the difference between aficionado and expert? Okay, co-pilot's having problems. I might have to type. Oh, so tiresome. What's the difference? My hotkeys should not be doing that. My hotkeys should not be activating when I'm typing on the other screen. Disable hotkeys when main window is not in focus. Disable hotkeys when main window is in focus. Okay. Maybe they mean this is the main window. Anyway. The terms expert and aficionado both refer to people who have a strong interest or deep knowledge in a particular subject, but they carry slightly different connotations. An expert is someone who has extensive knowledge or skill in a particular area. They often have formal education, training, or significant experience in their field. However, an aficionado is someone who is very passionate about a particular activity, subject, or hobby. They are enthusiasts who usually have a deep personal interest but may not have formal training or credentials. There's the main difference. There you go. So I'm actually more of an expert then, because I do have formal training and qualifications in regards to film. I have a level 6 national diploma, HND, in film operations, shall we say. Film operations. So I am an expert. There you go. And my expert knowledge is guiding me towards an answer for this, which is the counselor. Speaking of Ridley Scott, there is a coincidence. I got it. Look, it's the counselor. Aren't I clever? What a coincidence that we were talking about Ridley Scott. Now we got faces. Person 1 is a male. Person 2 is a female. So I am getting Will Ferrell vibes. I got Will Ferrell vibes going on here. Will Ferrell. Damn blasted ads. Will Ferrell. Booyah! I'm on fire today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on fire today. It is indeed Will Ferrell. It is Will Ferrell. It is Will Ferrell. Yes. There's no denying it. It is Will Ferrell. There's no denying it. How did I get that so quick? Because it was his eyes, I think. He's got very distinctive kind of hooded eyes. And there's something about the smile too. Now, pretty much. And the hair is kind of curly, but I think the hair belongs to the woman, although it's kind of an amalgamation of the two, I'd say. The female, I have no idea who the female is. The clothing is the only real clue. It's a dreadful kind of necktie, ribbon thing there. I don't like that at all. Don't like that. I'm not a fan of collared ornamentation on a lady. No. I've walked out of dates. If a lady wears something like this, I won't have it. I won't have any truck with it. Anyway, I have no idea who that is. I don't even have a guess. Well, I have to guess something, don't I? Let's say Julia Roberts. I have to guess something. Now, I know. Julianne Moore then, why not? Julianne Moore. Ooh, Julianne Moore. Okay, so now it's 1967. She was born in 1967, which makes her 57. 57. This hair is quite distinctive. 57 years old. I'm still not getting any hints. We gotta guess something though. Let's try. We gotta guess something. I would say 57. Blonde-haired actress. Natalie Portman. It's not her either, of course, because she's not 57. I mean, she's no spring chicken either, but she ain't 57. Moulin Rouge. Oh, it's of course, it's Nicole Kidman. It's Nicole Kidman, 57. I've watched a lot of her movies recently. Actually, I kind of went through a bit of a Nicole Kidman binge, and that's quite the binge. She's a hard-working actress, but her face now resembles a kind of a shark. Have you ever seen a shark up close? That beautiful skin, the shark, or dogfish. I've caught a few dogfish. I've never caught a shark. There's a kind of plasticky feel to it, and it's quite, to touch, it's quite rough, kind of a rough touch to it though. I'll just show you what a dogfish looks like up close. Now, I'm not saying Nicole Kidman looks like a dogfish. She's not. She's a beautiful woman still, but there's something about the consistency of the skin up close. It's tight, yet it's firm. I mean, so it's firm but soft simultaneously. You know? Spiny dogfish, yeah. Anyway, I'm not comparing Nicole to a dogfish. That would be very cruel and unusual. She's a beautiful woman, and she's an amazing actress and a hard-working actress. This is the thing I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say there's a smoothness to her face that is quite remarkable. There's not even fine lines. Now, she could just be lucky. It could just be genetic. It could just be her Australian genes, you know. And she's a ginger, remember? And I'm a ginger. I was a ginger anyway. I'm now more of an auburn, kind of grayish brown. But I too have skin like a dogfish, a shark, basically. As in my skin doesn't age. It's naturally plump. It's as plump as the day I was born, and no wrinkles to speak of. No wrinkles. Hardly any greys that I admit to. So Nicole Kidman, good luck to her. 57. She doesn't look a day over 41, really. So that's Nicole. Well done. We'll move on to another game. I played a little game called Make a Meme, which was fun. I had a lot of fun with this on my first week of the show, when I had hundreds and hundreds of viewers, and by that I mean 2. See, there's these shooting games like Combat Online. Like, why would you want to play these games? You're just shooting people. Join room. So what? Don't worry, I'm not going to play this for long. Let me just play till I get killed. So I presume this game is me running around trying to shoot people. That seems to be how complex these games are. Oh, I got a knife. I got a knife. Wow. Where's the audio? I'm gonna get killed now. I want to turn down the audio. Whoops. I'm dead. I got killed again. Oh yeah. I can't play anyway because the hotkeys. Never mind. How do I get out of here? Oh, he died in the lava. Sorry. He died in the lava. I should probably have known that. How do I get out of this? Let us never speak of that again. Anyway, this game is much better. Called Make It Meme. It's It's me against a bunch of school kids who should be doing their lessons, really, in school. When I tried to cook at 3 a.m., but my mother at the kitchen. See, it's all to do with these domestic issues between children and parents, or school mates. When my friend become bodybuilder. Nope. Meh. It's too literal. Me during... What? You didn't finish the sentence. Down. Sorry. It'll be my turn soon. And I'll bring my A game. I know it's men against boys, basically, but I have no problem with that. I have no... Oops. Okay, give me a... I didn't even have a go yet. Okay. Am I having a go? Please give me a go. I want to make meme. I want to make meme. Whatever did we do before memes, eh? Okay. So this is a variation on the drunken lady talking into the guy's ear, or vice versa. The boyfriend talking into the girlfriend's ear, or the date. You know, basically a guy talking nonsense into a woman's ear, trying to impress her, I presume, and the woman is completely disinterested. It's a play on that. So what could he be saying to her? John Silver explained to Anna J, whoever they are. Let's talk crypto. I have submitted my masterpiece. I'm really hungry. I should have had a sandwich ready for this. My dad talking about his day, me not listening. So that's Barbenheimer. That's what we were talking about earlier. That's Oppenheimer and Barbie mixed together to make a brand new a Memenheimer. Memenheimer. Thank you. Thank you. Here's The Rock, John Dwenson. Me convincing a girl why they should go out with me. That's kind of funny, you know. But if you had those kind of guns, you wouldn't need too much convincing. Am I right, ladies? I'm right. Delicious water. When my friend driving car for first time, because he's a big ape. Come on, it's too literal. Kids. You gotta make these memes a little bit more kind of vague. And I mean, not vague, but impressionistic. Vote the meme, me, brother. Well, I mean, I know that kind of gets the idea a bit more, but this game really is pretty much just 11-year-old kids talking about their growing pains. When my idol at my side and my heart be like doopa 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 doop. When my idol is at my side and my heart is like doopa doopa doop. So the idol is The Rock and my heart is Oprah. Or vice versa. I have all my money in Dogecoin. Want to get married? I expect even kids know about Dogecoin. The dog coin. Crypto. I know a lot of kids are into crypto, so I think they might dig it. They might dig my flavor. Oh no! I expect to be in the. Fuck off! Come on! I'm not even in the top 3, no. I think my reply was a bit too real for them. Maybe a bit too adult. Whatever. At least I didn't get minus 1,000 points. Round 2 of 3. Next round starts in 0 seconds. Next round. Get ready to make your next meme. Caption 1. Caption 2. So caption 1, a prim, cute female, making the classic kind of weird, kind of confused face, winking. I think that's an anime. I think that all these affectations come from anime. Then we have caption 2, a large muscular man flexing his muscles. His 30s perhaps, it's hard to know really with bodybuilders. All them steroids can age you rapidly, allegedly. I'm not saying he takes steroids. I'm sure he has a very healthy and happy lifestyle, as does she. So caption 1 would be online. Me online. It's funny. Me online. Me offline. Because that's kind of quite clever, and that might appeal to some of the kids who've been catfished, because I'm sure all kids have at least one catfishing experience if they're on the internet, and most of them are. Vote the meme when people record me, and I'd be like, yeah, why not? Give it a little. Here's it's funny to see this wrestler become a meme. How the teachers expects us to attend 7 a.m. lectures on a Monday. That's funny, actually. That's good. They expect us to be wide awake and a bit hyper, ready to learn, but they're actually frazzled. Vote the meme. Friend group 1, friend group 2. Awkwardness. That's good. That's clever. I like that. That's as true as it is for a 10-year-old as it is for a 40-year-old. Mixing of friend groups is always a precarious and complicated situation. This is one of the first AI images I've seen. I think it's AI. It is AI. Don't know what that means. I don't want P means. Maybe it's a video game reference, or maybe the child just literally is a typo. Maybe they dropped their cereal on the keyboard. I wonder if meme lore and meme behavior is affecting the actual behavior of children. Do they think of things in memes? I expect that to get a lot of votes. That's clever, and it's funny, and it's true. The best memes are kind of true, you know. Like the best cliches are kind of true. Girl milk, me drinking the milk. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I expect better from these children. That's Homelander. That reminds me, I gotta finish The Boys season 4. Hopefully the last season, because I think it's running out. Are you serious? Why is no one voting for my memes? They're good quality memes. These are good memes. I'm bringing the heat here with the memes, and I'm getting no love at all. It's almost they know. It's almost as if these kids know I'm a 47-year-old man, lurking in their meme room. Anyway, kids, thanks for the memories. But I'll be moving on now to. Okay, so I finished off 5th overall. Yeah. Yep. Story of my life. What's the impossible quiz? Ooh, this is interesting. I have no idea what's going to happen next. Shall we begin? Okay, the game starts with a fart. That's a novel way to start a game. Possible quiz. Instructions. Oh, I think I'll have to read the instructions. Jesus, so loud. How do I turn down the audio on this? Anyway, try to beat the quiz by answering all of the questions. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Or is it? The questions are far from easy. Some require insane logic. That's literally what my teacher wrote on my end of year card in 6th year. Insane logic. Fail. The questions are far from easy. Some require insane logic. Others are completely down to guessing. Okay, I'm very good at guessing. It's hard, but it's not impossible. You have 3 lives throughout the quiz. Get an answer incorrect and you'll lose 1. Lose all 3 lives and you are dead. Complete a certain number of questions correctly. Get comfortable here now. Complete a certain number of questions correctly. Yeah. Complete a certain number of questions correctly and you'll be awarded a skip. Ah, yeah. Skips let you skip. You see? A question if you're finding it too difficult or simply can't be arsed. Skips let you skip a question. Okay. There are 7 to be earned. A few questions cannot be skipped. Bomb questions are timed. You have until the bomb detonates. Otherwise it's game over. Okay. I think we know. Play. How many holes in a polo? 1, 2. See? Insane logic. What? What? How many holes in a polo? 1 hole. Okay, so I went with the insane logic, which is there is literally 1 hole. A polo has 1 hole. Then I went for there's 2 holes in the word polo, as in the letter 0, the letter O. There's 2 O's in polo. So I got that wrong. How many holes in a polo? In a polo. So it has to be 3 or 4. Okay, 4. Someone can explain that to me later when they're watching. Rania, you can explain that answer to me, please. Can a match box? Yes, no, no, but a tin can. Yes, 1 beat Mike Tyson. Okay, so it's a pun. SDRAW Strugpab Nutsgitrum. Answer this question backwards. Okay. Ah! KO, you see? The answer was also backwards. Click the answer. Out of order. Out of order. Out of order. Click the answer. Aren't I clever? Yes, I am interested in purchasing and test driving a Range Rover. Put the mouse on here. Did it? Touch blue. How many holes does the Polo have? 4. Can I match box? No, a tin can. Okay. Put the mouse on here. Go. Now don't touch blue. Oh, sorry. I thought that said touch blue. I have to concentrate, Stephen. I literally thought that said now touch blue, and I did. So I gotta go around here to the next question. Pie of onion. Onion pie. So, are they saying if you divide onions up, you get shallots? Okay. The shallots are tiny onions. Huh? The answer is really big. Well, I mean, that could be both there, you know? I mean, that could be, it's a trick question, but it could be both. The answer is really big, and the answer is really big. But I'm thinking they might go for this. An elephant. Are you serious? Come on. Search, what's this? I have no idea what happened there. What am I searching for? What are we searching for?
Shop Amazon Black Friday deals. Save on electronics, home, toys, and more.
Actually, I'm expecting an Amazon delivery today.
Up to 40% off this Amazon Black Friday week. Starts Thursday.
Let me check the tracker. I've had enough of this, I think. Let me just play a quiz. A normal, honest quiz. Nothing fancy, just give me questions and I'll give you the answers. Which of these is another name of the wolverine, mainly native to Canada? The wolverine is a bear, is it? The glutton. What? And there's an actual ad for the Wolverine down there. Deadpool versus Wolverine. So the glutton is another name for a Wolverine. Okay. Okie dokie. Question 2. Around the upper Copname River, a nature reserve in what South American country has been designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its unspoiled forests and biodiversity? Around the Copname River. I'd say Ecuador. Suriname. According to the UNEP World Conservation Monitoring Center, 12.6% of Suriname's land area is national parks and lakes. Wow, that's a large land area to be a national park. I wonder what the percentage is in Ireland. We think of Ireland as one big park, really, but there's not a lot of parkland. You know, you're thinking of Phoenix Park, you're thinking of People's Park in Waterford, but actual, what do they call it there? National parks and lakes. What percentage of Ireland is natural parks and lakes? I need to know. In Ireland, national parks and lakes cover less than 1%. Blimey, mate. How do I zoom in? Huh? Oops. In Ireland, national parks and lakes cover less than 1% of the country's land area. This is relatively small compared to some neighbouring countries. Ireland has 6 national parks: Killarney, Connemara, the Burren, Glenveigh, Ballycroy, and the Wicklow Mountains. Only 1% of the country is national parks. National parks. And yet in Suriname it's 12.6%. Come on, Ireland, you can do better than that. Which of these is a German painter, sculptor, graphic artist, and poet who worked mainly in the 20th century, who was one of the primary pioneers of the Dada movement? Well, funny they should ask me this, because I have actually worked on a TV series recently where one of the characters was Max Ernst. And he was played by a German actor. It's correct. Thank you. See? You never know when this kind of information will be useful to you. So all those weeks I worked on that TV series was building towards this question. Max Ernst, played by the delightful Mike Hoffman. Lovely actor, great guy. I served him many warm cups of tea, and I'm sure he'll remember me for the rest of his career. Which of these is a dish of meat, often chicken, fish? Which of these is a dish of meat, chicken, fish, beef, shrimp, or pork, cooked quickly with vegetables such as, this is making me really hungry because I'm starving. Cooked quickly with vegetables such as bean sprouts, cabbage, and celery, and abound in a starch thickened. What? Which of these is a dish of meat cooked quickly with veg, blah 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 blah, and bound in a starch thickened sauce? Isn't this all Chinese meals? Chop suey. Yes. Chow mein is noodles, isn't it? No. Chow mein, chicken chow mein. Chop suey. What's the difference in chow mein and chop suey?
Hi, Stubvid. I'm here.
Hello. It's not. Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? The microphone on Copilot. Why isn't it working? Like, what's the difference between chop suey? Chop suey and chow mein are popular Chinese dishes, but they have some key differences. Let's explore what sets them apart. Typically includes egg noodles. Chow mein is egg noodles that are stir-fried until crispy or soft, depending on the style. Vegetables and meat sauces. Uses alloyed soy-based sauce, sometimes with added oyster sauce or hoisin sauce. I do like a bit of hoisin sauce. Hoisin sauce, sorry. Chop suey is Chinese American, blah blah blah, stir fry. Ingredients: mixed meat, yeah, like chicken, beef, pork, and vegetables such as bok choy, celery, and bean sprouts. Ooh, I don't like celery. It's got a thicker sauce made from soy sauce, broth, and sometimes cornstarch. Typically served over rice, not under rice, over rice. Unlike chow mein, which is served with noodles. Key differences: chow mein uses noodles. Oh, sorry. Here we go. I should have read this bit. Chow mein uses noodles. Chop suey is served over rice. Chow mein noodles, chop suey rice. Chow mein noodles, chop suey rice. Okay. Chow mein is a lighter sauce. Chop suey is a thicker blah 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 gravy-like sauce. Okay. Chow mein noodles, chop suey rice. Chow mein focuses on stir-fried noodles. Chop suey is more about the mix of meats and vegetables in a thick sauce. But both delicious and versatile. I would absolutely devour either meal at the moment. Back to the quiz. Immediately prior to the United States Congress, activated in 1789, the governing body was called what? The Continental Congress. Continental Congress. Oh yeah, booger. Congress of the Confederation. Congress of the Confederation. The United States in Congress assembled. Okay, yeah, that's a bit incongruous. The United States. So what was the Continental Congress? What was the Continental Congress then? By all that's sane and the Continental Congress. I thought the Continental Congress was the name for the governing body of the revolutionary government. The Continental Congress of the United Colonies was a pivotal body during the American Revolution. Yeah. It served as the governing body of the 13 American colonies and later the United States from 74 to 1789. There were two main congresses. The First Continental Congress, 1774. The purpose: to convene in response to the British Parliament's intolerable acts. Actions: the delegates discussed and coordinated colonial resistance, the cheek of them, including a boycott of British goods. Outcome: they petitioned the British Crown for a redress of grievances and called for a general boycott of British goods. The Second Continental Congress. Purpose: convened after the outbreak of the war itself. Okay. Managed the colonial war effort, established the Continental Army, and appointed George Washington as its commander. So I actually was correct about this. This is exactly what I thought it was. It also adopted the Declaration of Independence, July 4th. Outcome: it served as the provisional government during the war and later ratified the Articles of Confederation, the first national constitution. The Continental Congress proved a crucial role in unifying the colonies and laying the groundwork for the United States of America. What was this question? Prior to the US Congress, the governing body was called what? The Continental Congress. What? I see no reference to the United States in Congress assembled. The United States in Congress assembled, also known as the Congress of the Confederation, was the governing body of the United States from 1781 to 1789. So this presaged the actual Congress itself. It was established by the Articles of Confederation. Okay, whatever. I think we learned enough about that. Omar Sharif played the title character in the 1965 film Easy, Dr. Zhivago. What was the mascot for the 20th Commonwealth Games of 2014? I don't have a flying thistle. This would be a pure guess. A tartan unicorn named Andy. Why not? A green thistle named Clyde. Boring. What was that? Let's see what's happening on TikTok. No, we won't, because, well, I'll do it, but the music got me banned last time. Playing the music. POV, it's Christmas.
This is a God-forsaken place.
Christmas in Limerick. What are they queuing up for? Looks pretty grim. Good camera work, though. It's Christmas. But it's not even Christmas yet. It's nowhere near Christmas yet. Don't tell me the Christmas college piss-ups have begun already. Oh, their poor livers. Their poor livers. If only they knew. If only they knew. The horrors that await them. Youth is wasted on the young. My dad's new shoes.
Brooks, I told you. Top quality.
Brooks.
Brooks are a good branded name.
94,000 likes.
I got them, don't they? He's only saying that because...
94,000 likes.
Tara, they're Brooks, I told you.
94,000 likes for a dad saying they're Brooks. At 94,000 likes. I'm wasting my time here, guys, trying to create content. I can't compete with dads showing off their blue runners. I cannot compete with this.
Top quality.
Brooks.
Brooks are a good branded...
I'd rather watch llamas all day, to be honest. Don't be careful with llamas. They'll spit. They will spit on you. Looking like I'm homeless a few hours after I woke up and see this. See what? What's she seeing? What's she seeing? What's she saying? Someone else doesn't get it here. It's when unknown people live in someone's house and they don't know about it. Homeless people generally in attics. Flip off. Trying to get a taxi out of the Galway races. Is this recent? Oh, it's intolerable. Very tricky to get. That's a good shot, man. Bowling videos are hilarious. Here's this dude. Nice lips. When the phone in Harvey Norman rings non-stop, but there's no staff in yet. What did he do? He's being naughty. That looks like my local Harvey Norman.
Harvey Norman's not actually here at the minute.
That's fine. Me and the gang when we have badminton for PE. An AI ball. When you were a mom first. Luckily she had the camera. Oh, I just got some spam from Twitch. That's better than nothing, I suppose. Luckily, she had the camera set up, just in case her son ran in and hid under her dress. That is very, and he's chasing to beat him up. So that's basically that video could have been the father beating the child, which would have been against TikTok's terms and conditions. A walking dog, always good. Always good for likes and clicks. Wow, that dog is evolving into a biped before our eyes.
Just spent an hour hollowing a cucumber for when my mum makes salad tomorrow and she gets pranks.
That reminds me, I have to get some cucumber. I gotta get some cucumber for my lover. She specifically has requested cucumbers and bananas, not in a dirty way, in an actual way that is she wants to eat.
Just spent an hour hollowing a cucumber for when my mum makes salad tomorrow and she gets pranks. Just spent an hour hollowing a cucumber for when my mum makes salad tomorrow and she gets pranks.
She gets pranked. So when she's pranked. So when you're pranked now, it's called you get pranked. Guys, we should stop saying blondes are dumb. They aren't common. Common B for it's a hair color. Common what? It's 4.6 million likes. I don't know what the fuck this even means. Like, it's like this content is just so, there's nothing in this content. Sorry. We should stop saying blondes are dumb. They aren't. Come on, be friendly. It's a hair color. Oh yeah, I get it now. She was filming. It's a double bluff. She's parodying the videos where they film something, where they think they're filming something, like a fight or a bird, but they're actually filming their own faces. So she's reversed that, wherein she is filming her face by mistake, but she was meant to be shooting this chair. Now, that would have been funnier if it was something interesting, like if the dog was looking at her, or whatever. If there was actually something interesting to look at, that would have worked better. Rather, but what? The trend is blonde. Okay, I'm not going to click on that trend. Sibling to sibling. How does it feel to have an absolute icon? You know what? I really shouldn't go on TikTok. I mean, no, I'm going to click on this dog. I mean, not her. I mean, there's a dog.
This guy's just out here like this. Sorry, collar on and everything. Wow. I walked out of the shower for literally 2 seconds, and this guy's just out here like this. Sorry.
Extraordinary content. It's the future of content creation. I spent years and countless amounts of money to learn my craft as a multimedia creative. And yet these are the creators now that get all the attention and all the money. Well, the only content I want to create now is my sandwich. That's just about enough internet for today. Thank you for watching. Specifically, the robot that's spamming me in Twitch. At least you kept me company. Tune in soon for more of Stephen's Online Breakdown. I might even have the camera fixed by then. Bye-bye.